besties, my name is Maddie and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be picking my January TBR based on TBR jar prompts. I'm doing things a little differently this year. I'm going to be picking 5 prompts and then 5 books I choose for myself. So I will only be putting 10 books on my TBR each month. But let's start with prompt number 1. So prompt number 1 is going to be a book you think will be 5 stars. Okay, I have one off the bat that I think will be 5 stars just because I love her writing and I heard it's supposed to be like Damon in Winter Coated from Kill Switch. So I'm gonna be choosing Stolen Air by Sophie Lark. So I believe he kidnaps her or something along those lines, and now she is staying with him. She's a ballerina, so that's why it's kind of giving me winter vibes, and he's supposed to be similar to Damon. That's what I heard. I could be so wrong, but based on that premise alone, I think this book will be 5 stars, and I'm so excited to continue on with this series. So prompt number 2 is, okay, we got 2. So these next 2 are gonna be our ones. So we have a thriller book and a fantasy book. Okay, love that those 2 are stuck together. Love that. So I think the only thriller book I have on here is Hidden Pictures. Yeah, I think Hidden Pictures is my only bet for this one. So we are going to be doing Hidden Pictures as my thriller book, and then as my fantasy pick, I think I'm going to do Fox Club. I hope this is the second one. Yeah, this is the second one to Belladonna, I believe. Yes. Okay. Wanted to make sure I was right before I jump into that. And I just finished Belladonna last month or 2 months ago. So I feel like this will be perfect to get into. So this is the second one in the, I don't know what kind of series it's called. Just Belladonna series, I think. So I believe this is going to follow Signa's story and how things progress from how book 1 ended. She basically has death following her around, and I think it's basically going to be loosely based on that. That could be a terrible explanation for it, and if I am wrong, I am so sorry. I'm just trying my best out here. Then I have Hidden Pictures by Jason Rugalek. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I believe this follows a small child who draws a lot of pictures, and then one day he starts drawing like super scary things. I believe he draws pictures of a man or a woman in the woods being like murdered or something like that, and they're gonna figure out if like this small child witnessed the murder. I believe there's also actually like pictures in here. Oh yes, there's like actual little pictures. Okay, this one's not spooky. Okay, it's like a little bunny and a sun. Happy times. So I'm actually kind of spooked out to see a drawing of what might happen in this, but very excited. This one has been on my TBR for forever, so I'm excited to knock it out in January. For my 4th book, we have 4th and 5th right here again. Man, I need to do something better about putting these things together because they just stick together. So my 4th prompt is going to be the longest book on your TBR. Okay, well I'm almost positive it was Hidden Pictures. So we're gonna see what else has been on my TBR for forever. Maybe Funny You Asked, because I know I've had that one for a bit. I don't believe it's any from the top shelf because all those I've gotten somewhat recently. I think it's Funny You Asked, or it's Girl in Pieces. Okay, so Funny You Should Ask, I marked it to read on Goodreads like 2 years ago. And Girl in Pieces was like a year ago, so we're going to be doing Funny You Asked. Funny You Should Ask. Okay, my bad. Wasn't even saying it correctly. By Alyssa Sussman? I have no idea what this is about. I bought it so long ago when like people were talking about it, and now I feel like there's like a second one out now. But yeah, so we're gonna go into this one blind and see what I think of it. I believe it's romance, and I think it's told in past and present timelines. That's all I really know about it. And then my last prompt is a new to you author. So that would be this girl right here, Jasmine Mass. This one just seems phenomenal. Bunny as well. I have not read anything by them. Knowing It's Not Alive. Okay, there's actually quite a few that I have not read from, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this one because I want to read this book so bad. We're gonna do Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass. I mean, the cover is stunning, and this is what really got me. Can you see her? Incredible. Again, don't ask me what this is about. This is a dark romance. It's a dark romance? I thought this was fantasy. Maybe a dark fantasy romance? And she's Hercules, I guess. The back little synopsis is giving me that she's at this college surrounded by a bunch of villains that are like trying to take her down, and she's just honestly just trying to get through it. Too bad for them, they have no clue just who they're messing with. I love a badass FMZ. Love that. So I am so excited to get into this one as well. So those are my 5 books that my TBR jar prompt picked for me. And then I have 5 books that I've already written down that I want to read for myself. So first up is one of my book club picks, and that is called Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. So I believe this is a dark thriller where a girl goes missing or gets kidnapped, and I heard it's very, very dark, a lot of hard topics, very rough. So very curious to see how that one goes. Then I have Bourbon and Lies by Victoria Wilder. This is a small town romantic suspense book, I believe, and I believe this is going to be part of a series, and I think only book 1 and 2 are out, and they're going to be following the Fox brothers, and they own a bourbon distillery type thing, and every single woman that they have ever loved or been with has died. I believe that is correct. And so this whole town believes they have a curse, and this new girl is in town because she is in witness protection, and she's going to be staying at this small town, but she cannot let anyone know why she is there, and I don't think as the reader you know why she's there until like further on in the story. And it sounds like so much fun. I love a romantic suspense book. I eat them up. I love that you're gonna have the small town aspect in this one as well, and the covers are absolutely stunning that I want to go out and buy them immediately, but they are on KU right now, so I'm gonna read them like that first. And then I signed up for a lot of ARCs in January, so the next 3 books are ARCs that I've gotten. So the first one is Beg, Borrow, or Steal by Sarah Adams. When I tell you, I screamed when I received the email that I got this ARC. So excited. Don't know what it's about. It's the 3rd book in her When in Rome series. So excited. I believe it follows one of the sisters from the 1st book. And I know I'm gonna have a great time with it. That's all I needed to know. Sarah Adams, and she hooked me. And then I have Someday Not Soon by Emily Chasen. I believe this is a second chance romance. I believe it's brother's best friend, and it's told in past and present timeline. I read the first one, The Way You Shine, and that one was a single dad romance. I loved it. I loved her writing. She's a small indie author, and I think her books are incredible, so as soon as I saw that she was releasing ARCs for this one, I had to sign up for them. Her writing gives me very much like Sarah Adams with Elsie Silver's like spice and small town. I'm loving it. And the last book on my TBR is Endgame by Indy Valentine. She actually reached out to me to like apply for this ARC, which I thought was amazing. I was like, me? Little old me? So exciting. So this is Brother's Best Friend. It's a baseball romance. I believe there's like workplace in there as well, because I think he's a pitcher and she is the team's photographer. It's a little bit of friends to lovers, and I believe he falls first. Love that so much for books, so I'm so excited to get into that one. So those are the 10 books that I'm putting on this month's TBR. I am crossing my fingers I get to them. Listen, we are going to start off January strong by finishing my 10 books, okay? Let me know what you're reading in January, if there's any new releases that I missed. I know there's one in particular that I missed, but I'm not sure when I'm going to be reading that new release. As always, thank you so much for watching today's video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Love yous!